Gentlemen, boys and girls, all that nonsense aside, let's get stuck into this game because right here, right now, one of these teams is coming last in Group B, and Heroic, well, they could be going all the way through to Ulvenza. Let's get this one underway here, Hugo. Which one of us doing play-by-play?
Just feel the moment, Chad.
Hybrids?
Feel the moment.
Hybrids? All right.
Yeah. You got the color, I'm sure. You can just do most of the talking. I'll just sit here and make off comments on the side.
All right, well, to kick this off, Heroic will be on the T side. A couple of grenades in hand. Snappy with the smoke and 2 flashes. Smoke's going to land over the top here. Flashes will rain in, and Monster's where the damage will be done. Speedy picks up one. Sirrison's going to chime in with one of his own, and Dennis Heavy isn't on the scene. Big 3 kills there from Sprout, starting this one strongly.
Yeah, bomb's been dropped so deep in the monster as well. So Heroic, they couldn't even think about picking it back up. Keto's even killed the connector lurk. And I mean, where do you go from here if you're Cadian? 1 on 5. There are some low players, but no longer offering up frags down through monster. And this wraparound is coming. Keto making sure that Cadian's exit route is locked. Glock versus USP, but Cadian is already tagged, and Keto's just going to hit the headshot regardless. Sprout with the pistol round, they start things off strong.
Flawless victory. Do you know where that's from?
Where?
Mortal Kombat.
Ooh.
I think it's Mortal Kombat. I'm probably wrong. James will tell me it is a fighting game after all. But yes, Sprout, pretty flat in that last map. Needing to bounce back here. Overpass has been played 4 times by this Sprout roster. Sorry, 8 times by this Sprout roster since Dennis has rejoined, replacing Mirbit. 1-4, lost 4. On the other side of things with Cadian, the boys from Heroic, well, they have only played it twice, but they have a 100% win rate right now. So looking to extend that. Lots of nades brought up here.
You can't extend 100 past 100, Chad.
Yeah, but you can extend 2 to 3.
Ah, that's true.
The Essa tag is going to get an early tag. Faven will be dropped on down to 31 points of health. All these nades in hand here from Heroic look like they want to be used late round. We can see 5 smokes, Molotov, and a bunch of flashbangs. So as they push across the map here, clearing out over towards playground, we've got one individual of Stown in this connected position, cutting off any rotations. We'll be able to regroup with his team and clear out that bathroom position. It looks like they want to obscure vision over towards long.
Unfortunate timing. Sprout just boosted on B half wall, and they got info that short's clear. Now we're going to see a rotate. Spitty can afford to go back up to that A site if need be, and that's going to bolster this defense right where Heroic are walking into. They actually opt not to rotate despite getting this information. So no noise and no presence outside of B, and finally that decision will be made. Faven moving on by. Keto will get that jump spot. He's going to see players up on long, but the bomb's firmly in toilets. That's where Searson sits as well. Close range with the SMG. Once these nades start to click, there's a good chance that he could go wide off the back of it and try and take these kills.
He's going to play spoiler here. This position is very important. Multi-kill required. Smokes come over. That communication will come in, and now his time to strike. Ducking under the shots is Snappy, but the trade will come in. Lots of pressure on the A-bomb side is now Cadian pushing through long. The CTs are smoked off. 20 seconds left on the clock. Might have to wait this one out. There is no defuse kit in play, and Dennis, well, can he be the menace of this round? Sneaking forward, finding himself in a 2-on-4 situation. Pushes through, finds the first. A lot more work to do here for Sprout.
Yeah, stuck on the truck is Stown, but he's not able to catch Spitty off the rotate. Dennis is now pinned inside of the site. He's got a scout trained on him from, or had one rather on long, dealt with that, but past this, you said it yourself, Chad, no kit, and a 1-on-3, he's already bailed out of this round. He might even get wrapped at the end of things. Players coming from toilets, and they're going to cut him off. He has no escape route, no way to retreat. He's got to go down with his ship, and Stown from the backline should be able to solidify this round from Heroic. There it is, 1-1, the force buy wins. Heroic, they love going for these second round buys, and they always pay off, picking up their first T-side round. Forget that flawless pistol.
Oh, Cadian getting loud as well, rolling back the years. That's the Cadian of old. Just to make some notes here, we haven't spoken about the coach from Heroic that much on the desk throughout.
Yeah, Lomi, right?
Yeah, he used to play back in 1.6 with Snappy, so that's many a years ago. Transitioned over to this coaching role, and I think looks like a pretty level-headed kind of guy.
Seems cool.
Yeah, he talks, he's got glasses, can see things, so that's all the criteria we really know about coaches at this point. The glasses are optional.
What kind of coach would you be, Chad? Hype coach, back rub coach, strategic coach?
I think you have to be the full package nowadays. Yeah. I wouldn't settle for any less.
Okay, that's what I'd like to hear.
Yeah, I think nowadays, obviously the coach in terms of watching demos, it'd be nice to have an analyst on side who you trust to feed you some info. In terms of the game plan, all that kind of structure, I think the man to look to is someone like Zonic. Obviously, he he's leading the way as far as coaching is concerned, at least from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
We will see a bit of a force buy coming back in from Sprout here. Bunch of deagles picked up. Sirison will find himself onto a scout of his own. So lots of damage to be done from afar. And we'll be playing 3 members here, aggressive towards the balloons and down in connector. Missed shot. But he wants some more. We'll find the tag. Snappy will punish him. So I'll take that trade any day of the week. This Molotov will land. Nikito, his feet are getting a little bit hot.
Did they hear the jump though? Favin's going up and above. This is a nice angle, but Styles ready for it. Warbang almost connecting. Melly does any damage with that Creed, and he's going to get pushed low on ammo. Deeks out, but Favin's got one of his own. That's a gun upgrade here for Sprout, and Cadian does cut him off. Doesn't let that gun get back into the B-bomb site, but Dennis wants to pick it back up.
3-on-3 situation. Lots of time left on the clock. The only thing that Heroic have going for them right now, position over towards that B bomb site. But Dennis's flank, it's going to be extremely potent here. They're not overly worried about it. You can see Cadian just poised with the deagle, but on that low HP, if he gets swung on, if he finds a missed timing, he's going to fall. This flash is going to give it away. Dennis should have a freebie here.
Ooh. Oh, that doesn't get much worse than that, does it, Chad?
You don't love to see it, but there's still a big chance for Sprout in this round.
Yeah, and they haven't committed towards B, despite that flashbang going through Monster. So Kito's still here, and Spitty has caught a successful flank. Sprout actually pulling back this advantage into a 2-on-2. Cadian's low, that molly's good though. Kito, man, everywhere he goes, fire follows him, and he will go down. Borup with a double entry, and Heroic pick up that round. Poor Kito, he gets mollied in con, then he gets mollied on barrels. No chance in that one, and Heroic are going to pick it up. Borup, he had a pretty rough game back in the last, but here to Overpass, he is not stopping. The force buy from Sprout doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, the question here is, though, because they had only 2 members survive, if you Sprout, you go, oh, do we risk it again? Do we see if we can do it once more? But they will take the conservative approach. The flashbang will come out. You can see all 5 members now pushing on up. This is going to be a pounce play. Flash is ready and raring to go over the hedges. Lots of early grenades. And here it comes. Into the shooting gallery they go as the tag will make some calls. Now Cadian has a chance to step on up. Ooh, holy moly, red beans and bloody ravioli. The USPs are doing a little bit of damage there. Spitty last alive. Eventually he's going to get mopped on up. And they'll salvage that SG, the most powerful gun in the game right now.
Those rounds always get hectic for a second, but eventually stabilized. Heroic not falling to the pistols, but now the guns are coming in. And Chad, what would you expect out of the first gun round here from Sprout?
Hopefully the AWP in Sirison's hands, right? I think that's going to be very potent over towards this A bomb site if they can get that up. Him and Kito, that's the duo, as you heard from Harry, over towards the A site. The trio over towards B will be Faven and Dennis locking it down with Spitty in rotation. So, oh, okay, this is going to be a fast one. Heroic, they want to go towards B. They're taking a page out of the Astralis playbook here. They're turning this into an A map, and through the smoke they go. Faven, he's going to grab one S tag with the trade here, but the fight is for the B bomb site. They're continuing forward. Molotov's landing towards the pit, and now Spitty, he has to dip on back, and they've slowed their pace after that opening kill. Look at this from Heroic, the pace change. They've gotten in their face, they've forced the full rotation, but they haven't continued to commit right now, taking a bit of a breath.
Yeah, and the reason this is so good is Sprout have panic used all their utility down on B. That last smoke just going out on short, so that's everything. That's all they've got. And Sprout are going to try and make up for this by taking some aggression, regaining control of that B bomb site, players pushing down towards Monster. Kito's going to go back up towards A, but Heroic, this is still a B play. They've just slowed it down. That's made Sprout second guess themselves, and another kill coming through from S-Tag. Spitty getting dropped on the peak. Does that force a rotate down towards B? Yes. Dennis now joined by Kito. That AWP remaining on A. And Heroic, well, now they've got that pick. Now they know that it's going to be a 2-1 setup in favor towards a B bomb site. That's when they're going to start to rotate.
This could still get dicey. With 35 seconds left on the clock, the CTs, they're going to take a gamble here. They're going to stack over towards this A bomb site. If it is the A play, which it has to be right now, considering Heroic's position, it's going to be a brawl. Throwing some nades over towards B. Stown is trying to get some attention, but it's not really going to matter because it's going to be A. Dennis has spotted that. That's the bomb. Surely they know now. They can bunker down.
There's no time. 15 seconds and they're lining up smokes and not even walking down long yet. They're going to assume this site will only have one player on it, but they couldn't be further from the truth. Great flashbang. Cadian and Snappy getting entries. Searson's stuck at the back of the site. He can't. He's hidden. He's in the smoke. He's just playing for the retake, but there's no retake happening today. It's about damage control. There's the first. Snappy on the site falling off, and now Searson getting wrapped. He's dead to Cadian. 4-1 for Heroic. I love that slowdown and the rotate back towards A. Even with the stack from Sprout, it is not enough to stop the Danes.
Yeah, you could see how cluttered it was getting there towards the end. Smoke and Molotov landing on each other, not being able to dispel that player from the truck. Time, usually the biggest enemy here. And that entry from S-Attack was very important. This information play, you have to respect it out of Sprout. Like you said, they had no utility. They couldn't delay any longer. They needed something. They'd given up the entire map at that point. And here, they're going to go for a bit of a tactical nuke. 5 grenades are coming out. Where they want to use them, it looks like over Monster. Towards, yeah. So if there is a play in towards Monster, they can drop these nades, but if it's too early, it will all be in vain. As we can see, if we take a look at the top left, Heroic are just in a bit of a default spread, mitigating any pushes over towards B. They've got players up here. Balloons, Snappy watching long, and in connector right now will be Stown.
The way this contact play works is Keto's spotting on barrels to wait for the first player to come through Monster. He got mollied off at the start, obviously. It is Keto at this point. But going back into that position to gain information for Sprout, and they're going to start to second-guess himself. We saw Nip do this earlier against Vitality. They were all down on B, and at a certain point, they just started checking Heaven, thinking that, let's hope we're not getting flanked. Are Heroic in the back line? Who knows? They'll decide against it.
Very, very slow round here. I find this hard to see this go chaotic. You can see how thorough Heroic are being, clearing out over towards A while having multiple members, making sure this B push doesn't go down. S-Tag's going to make the call that it is a B stack, so they want to change it up. Now would be the time. And Sumac 10 kills. He's going to add to the bank. But they're still going to finish on the B bomb site, hoping to draw a rotation. Once again, Sprout, they're pretty stubborn in their ways. They're rooted in the B bomb site, and oh, they're going to be chopped down. Cast aside. What was the movie? You wouldn't remember. I was going to say, what was the movie when we were kids, but you're still a kid, movie? So. It's what Avatar basically stole the storyline from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Part of me wants to say Fantasia, but it's not. It's definitely not. The people in production right now who are similar to my age are like, look at this idiot.
Older than 14.
Older than 14. They would know what I'm talking about. It's a cartoon. This dude, he's a lumberjack, and they're destroying the forest, and then he gets turned into like a little small fairy type guy, and then he relates with them. Sounds like Avatar. It's not Pocahontas.
These suggestions we're getting are a bit off.
Very off, I would say.
A little bit off. I just play the ignorance card.
Someone at home knows what I'm talking about. Oh,
get those tweets
Fern Gully. Fern Gully. It's Fern Gully. There we go.
Is that the movie? Or is that the name of an actor in it?
No, that's the movie, Fern Gully. But we have a gun round underway. Searson will get the AWP out again. As you can see, utility looking a little bit better this time. Snappy's going to throw a Heaven smoke out early. Maybe once again, with all the nades over towards B, they just want to bait out as much utility as they possibly can. Her up, getting into the sewer position very quickly. That's going to give a lot of information to Heroic, giving them a general idea of what setup they'll be versing.
Yeah, that was only a utility bait. 3 players working on A right now. That bomb is just coming out towards Fountain, so Sprout have been gamed a little bit down towards B. They might try and push. That flash is going over B short. They're going to get aggressive. Borup is the only one here just trying to hold. They get the info that it's clear. They don't fully check everything, but that's something, some knowledge, some awareness for Sprout. They won't rotate up, but they might need to. Keto's let them pass, and he'll get 2 through the smoke. Flash is good, but not good enough. He waits it out and he strikes at the perfect time. Stown trying to get a responsive kill, but smoke down. Sprout can just box themselves in. Heroic, they have a limited map control. Boruc's now come back up from B, and so has Dennis. Keto locking himself in that corner towards Divider, and Dennis can even assist him with the flashbang if he wants to get aggressive.
This is where Sprout tend to make the mistakes in the mid-rounds. They overpeak, they swing wide, take risks that maybe they don't have to. Right now, it's looking good. Keto gets flashed in. We'll grab a 3rd for the round, and now Stown and Cadian. Well, we saw them win some crazy rounds yesterday on Dust 2. Can this dynamic duo get it done again? No, they cannot. Searson, as I mentioned earlier in the piece, currently leading the way in terms of stats out of the 8 teams we've had compete in Pro League thus far has been quite the factor, even though Sprout are yet to pick up a win. Now, with the scoreline about to tick on over to 5-2, the gravitas of this, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you joining us all around the world, the winner of this game, if it is Heroic, will qualify for the finals. If Sprout are able to upset Heroic here, they will put themselves in position to come back for group stage phase 2. And Heroic will be forced down into relegation. So it's kind of ridiculous circumstances for Heroic right now, considering they can either go through in first or last, depending on the outcome of this one map.
And putting NIP in first place, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, if Sprout do pick up this win.
That's the nip magic that we've been talking about for all those years coming into play again.
Ow.
Oh. All right, no damage was done. That's all right. Everyone calm on down. It's going to be a late connector pick from Sirison here. This is curious. Normally you see this at the start of the round. This duel is going to come on in and maybe we'll catch no one off guard because guess what? No one's home. Stown has just moved out of position. With the bomb on the back right now, Snappy leading towards B, I think they're just going to go for a bit of a B play here, but all 5 members of Sprout are waiting on that side of the map for them.
Oh, that flash in. They get aggressive. Take that B short control. Heroic.
It's bad info, though. Look at this. It's going to force the rotation back over towards the A site.
Ooh.
They had all 5 members there. They have no idea.
And they've given up the site completely. There's 2 players here, but that's it. No one in heaven, no one even close by. Sprout are going to come to regret this. Of course, the molly coming down on barrel. They have to move. No mollies to stop this push as the T's are already out through Monster Bob. Oh, gap in the smoke. He's found damage, but no kill. Favin put down to 14, and Searson's rotate is successful. Favin in the one-way, getting Borat back. Despite Sprout not having the numbers here, they have all the kills they need. Snappy's alone, overwhelmed. Second kill. He's found another. Favin's gone down, but the flank is in. Searson on that quick rotate from Connector, and it will be Sprout's round after all. Looked like an absolute sitter, almost lost, but they pick it back up.
What a wild round that could have turned out to be. Sprout would have been kicking themselves if they had completely over-rotated there and lost that B bomb site. Almost the perfect call, unknowingly, from Heroic. And here, they're going to find themselves, well, Sprout are going to take the tactical timeout, actually. Have to talk this one through.
Yeah, don't blame them after that.
Essa tag, looking down the line. Very vocal right now. I wish I could read lips and speak Danish.
I speak that, yeah. So it's a 2-for-1 right there, Chad.
Well, it'll probably only take me a couple of years to learn another language. The German, though, maybe I have a shot. Here we go.
Yeah, lots to pick up here.
Yeah, lots being said here. Off gets Junge. That's about the extent of the Counter-Strike lingo that I understand. But this is an important round right now for Sprout. If you look at the bank balance there on the right-hand side of the screen, Spitty and Sirison are the only ones with money. Dennis, Faven and Keto not looking too flush for cash, but they're able to get out all the nades they need. An aggressive play with the AWP over towards Sewer here, so a very heavy B leans right now. This is going to be a connector pick based off the nade, but an opportunity's gone missing there.
Right for Stown to duck out, but Sprout have realized this and they've decided to get aggressive off the back of it. Good flash, but dodged. Dennis is ready, and he will continue with this wrap round. He's got to be scared of Stown holding this top ladder, as he was just a second ago, but now picking up the bomb and going towards A long. Again, Heroic just going for these grouped up assaults. No info for Sprout right now. They know they've pushed them back out of connector, but that's it. Heroic have just got to worry about coming back out around A short, because Searson is still here with the AWP posted up towards Party. That could be the bomb getting dropped, and it certainly is. More info by the second for Sprout. Snappy now making his presence known from the toilets. Dennis going to get caught up the ladder, and Borup catches him falling down. This is a mess right now. 3-on-3. Bomb is still dropped all the way towards the back. Searson's come back down the stairs as well, and Borup has to be careful.
What on earth is going on? This is an absolute circus of a round, and Borup is going to punish the aggression yet again. They found the opening pick. They pushed forward for no reason, and now they've found themselves in a number disadvantaged situation as Borup has another chance here to hit a headshot. That information will scuttle out to his team. They know where one member is. Quite aggressive on short. 20 seconds left on the clock. They have to continue over towards A. Spitty, he has a chance right now. The in-game leader from Sprout. Can he get it done?
Oh, the molly. He gets a bit of a one-way through that. Favor to the closer player. Gets one, but trade is in. Oh, he's running through. What a ballsy play from Heroic. Both of them watching towards that dumpster as well. They were ready for him to rush right through that smoke.
Very heads-up counter shot right there with 9 seconds left on the clock, taking the risk. there's always an opportunity that he could have continued through that short flank because that's where they'd seen him last, but maybe they heard him rotating through spawn in all of the chaos. Right here, Sprout, you're going to see the impact of the economy that I was just talking about. 2 members on the team should be able to buy quite comfortably, whereas omissions have been made. Deagle for Keto, Faven with a UMP, Dennis on the FAMAS. But we will have a double AWP set up, so Spitty, he's going to have to deliver. Seriously wants to get aggressive again. Peers down and sees nothing, and they just want to continue forward with these plays. Information tends to be name of the game, but gonna think better of it, is he? Yes. Okay. That's a good way to start this round. Now they can drop back. There's no need to re-aggress. You have the number advantage. You have information on Spitty right here. Is posted up in another aggressive line. However, Snappy is going to snap his neck.
They want to get that AWP though. Don't want to leave it out to dry. Faven has found it, and a kid as well. That will soften things up for the retake at least if needed, but Heroic, they might be able to drop the bomb right here, right now. Citizen scoped up on long, sees the jiggle, and he gets the wide swing. Cadian's down and out. Snappy yet to show that package, but there is still a second player. Keto was hiding round the corner, and they probably won't expect this position considering they just saw an AWP on long. Or rotating up from B once again. Stound's making some noise as well, so this will be clear. Does Keto push with the audible smoke that Stound is lining up? No. He will just play that surprise game. Snappy doing the same. That's a deep smoke. Searson can't assist his teammate, but Stound just gets wrecked. Keto dropping the bomb. 2 kills on long. Borup's late to the party, and boy, he wishes he wasn't. Searson could go through this smoke and try and help his teammate, but now Keto's kind of hung out to dry, but the time luckily means that Sprout have almost guaranteed this round anyway. Borup going to look for this final kill, and he does get it, but past that, what can you really expect?
Has to save. There's no real opportunity here to go for this one, unless he's got Go-Go Gadget arms and he can plant from there. If he gets to hold on to this SG, he's done quite well. Because now Heroic, well, their economy comes into question. Maybe even... Oh, I thought he might creep forward, but that wasn't the AWP. So, no, that was a FAMAS. I'm glad that no one's going to pick that one up. The FAMAS is really not a fun gun.
No, I'm not a fan either. 2250 as well. At least the Galil's cheap, and it has more ammo.
So back in my playing days, I was so stubborn. I used to think that it was fine, right? Because back when I played Counter-Strike, it was. You know, you could use it in Source, you could use it in 1.6. The burst fire was amazing. But Azza, he said that he would play me in a one-on-one with a MP5 when I would FAMAS, and that he would beat me. And he did. I don't think it was even close.
Ooh. MP5 in Source, right? Not in Go.
No, I'm talking about Go.
Oh, MP5. Do you mean MP7?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
I was just going to say.
This was a while ago. The
MP5 recent. Maybe, you know, you lost your mojo, Chad. It's been some time.
It has been some time.
Although I've seen you in the pugs, and, you know, you've been holding your own. 4 on 3 here for Sprout. Heroic making progress towards B. It seems like just a flat commitment here. They need to hurry up with it because Keto is aggressive, and he's got a lot of info that there's no one on A. At some point, Spitty can just opt to rotate round. Stound walking on him, AWP on the pillar, Faven waiting for contact, the shadow, oh, the missed shot. He sees the other AWP though, and now he's got the angle advantage, already scoped up. Barb looking to try and overtake the site, but this smoke again gives Dennis a kill. Always so good towards the pit. Cadian trying to come through, only Dennis here to stop him, and lots of damage done. The bomb dropped again. Stound back in with a frag on the rotate, but that molly on short's going to cut him off. He's playing for the ace.
He can do this right now. This is definitely in the grasp of Stound's hands. 2 to find. Spitty rotating over right now, and both are dropping back to take a long-range duel. You can creep in right now with 30 seconds left on the clock. If you wanted to, crouch along this line. He can't be spotted. It's going to give him a chance to peek from either side of this pillar. Oh, the smoke to plant here. If he goes and fake plants right now, he might draw out 1 or 2 individuals. We can see Spitty creeping forward. Dennis doing the same, but it's down. He's not going to hit the flick, and another round on the board for Sprout. They're having to battle back here on what is normally the easier side. Searson, we have to really make note of him in these early stages. He is constantly searching with that AWP. You can see how active he is all across the map. Pushing up towards balloons, he's going into connector, finding so much impact here, and that is being a real thorn in the side right now of Heroic. Maybe they'll change their approach. Maybe they'll go a little bit more direct. Burup's going to get the AK up. We're going to see Starvin down with a Molotov. Cadian just with a P250. So this is a very odd buy right now. Asatag's going to take a shot through the wall, but it is going to be a B finish. So this Molotov, I assume it's going to be landing over towards barrels.
Yeah, that has been a position that Heroic have had problems with, mainly with that barrel smoke that comes down in front of it and blocks off the pillar. Dennis has got a 3K from that in the previous round, and Faven has had good success down towards B as well. So Heroic getting out of dodge for now, leaving this B site after spotting one of the two AWPs. Cadian's holding on for the reaggression, something that Sprout have been doing from time to time, and Faven will do it once more. No flash, just going in dry, and he'll come to regret it. That's a gun dropped over. Only an SMG, though, but Cadian will still take it, scampering away.
This is a very losable round, considering the way that Sprout play these mid-rounds. That Molotov's still in play, and Borup, he's about to have two individuals walking into his line of sight. The flash comes in, it will push him off the line, so to reaggress here would be dangerous, and that's exactly why Dennis will get the better of him. The AK's dropped to the floor, and now Spitty has the individual snappy isolated to the left side. The Molotov will do nothing, but the AK-47 is still, it's retrievable.
Probably not this round, though. With the bomb being spotted, there's a rotate down, so Searson's even here as well. We have 2 orbs on the B bomb site. It could be a blessing and a curse, right? These SMGs, these pistols, overwhelming the orbs potentially. Now this is a ballsy call. Rotate back up from Heroic. 20 seconds. They are going to come down to the last few here on the A site. Kito's spotting. He sees nothing. This is only confirmation bias in the favor of Heroic, but Dennis has heard it, and he spots a player crossing. Kito finishing off that job, and there's no way this bomb is going down anywhere but dropped on the ground. 6 rounds for Sprout. It was a brilliant start from Heroic, but again, much as how the previous round, the previous map started, it has slowed right down.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with all this connector presence that we're seeing early here from Sirison, if Heroic want to play a fast B split, get an individual in connector, drop a Molotov, maybe drop a smoke so that Sirison is either kept busy or he's out of the fight for a good 20 seconds, they should be able to pressure on through that sandbag position. As you noted, when they do go through Monster, they're dropping the smoke in front of the barrel, which is really halting their aggression onto the side, slowing them down. But the thing is, they don't have to run into that. They don't have to continue forward because most rounds they're being given Monster control. So if you can get out into that gully, get across the other side, wait out the nades, you can turn it into an aim map towards that bomb site. If you notice the way that a team like Astralis uses their utility to milk out the CTs, and then they can hit it, and they're just having heads-up duels. They're taking those duels with headshot angles. Maybe Heroic can try and emulate that here. We will see 3 SGs coming out right here. Borup down to the Deagle, as he did invest in that AK-47 in the previous. And not a huge amount of utility, so be curious to see where they want to take this one. Attack throwing some nades to keep the playground and party players busy. Cadian coming on through, and this time it won't be the AWP of Sirison, but it will be the AWP of Faven, and he's going to take down the AWPer on the other squad. Not wielding one.
Nice shot from Borup, though, and Stan's even come up connector. In the meantime, Kito's on the big flank. He's found the bomb. Footsteps being heard, and running back into the firing line is Snappy. This is throwing the whole round into disarray. Heroic had an advantage until that kill, and now the B players can try and push up, try and regain some control. They don't know where Borup's gone, though. However, that smoke giving away his position for now. Do Sprout take that moment? Borup has just smoked himself off. He's just cut himself out of Monster, and as a result, Sprout are going to have all 3 players covering this bomb. Borup can come in late and save the day, but Kito's been traded 1 for 1. These 2 CTs now need to move up before the bomb is out of the picture. And Borup now, he's very much thrown into the clutch, 1 on 2. And obviously they knew where he was. They just saw his smoke come down.
Yeah.
Can you break down that play for me, Chad?
Well, I don't know. He was trying to buy time.
Yeah.
You know, he was just trying to stay alive, allow his teammates to get into a better position. But unfortunately for them, everyone had pushed on up. Now, here is the big issue that they're having. It's Sirison with the AWP, right? He might not necessarily be finding all the kills, but because he's so menacingly aggressive and they're not dealing with A-side aggression, you can see that S-Attack at the start of that round would just throw flashes to hold them at bay. Kito didn't respect those flashes, right? He didn't respect that default right there. He continued forward. So here's the problem. Heroic haven't conditioned Sprout over towards the A bomb site to respect them. They haven't forced Sirison to get out of connector. They haven't forced him off of his comfortable lines, and that's because he's been constantly moving around. So we can see here they've gone for a half investment. Bunch of pistols, some deagles, scout on the board. And right now, they will be very thorough. They don't need to be super aggressive over towards the B bomb site because they are respecting the push over there. So now it's towards A where they want to turn their attention.
Ooh.
Again.
Blind shot, just playing off the timings. That will be taken every day of the week. Searson needs to be aware of long because there could be T's coming from that position. He's called for a rotate. Spitty's now up on the site, and Searson is jump spotting. Down so close in the smoke. Searson's just doubled his kills as well, getting another one down on long. These pistols getting picked up 1 by 1. That was a scout, but There's not much chance here for Heroic. Keto's still in the smoke, and they are not ready for it. Low on ammo. Snappy already spamming. Gets him with the last bullet. Spitty also trading, and Searson with 3 in the round. It's a nice, clean anti-eco from Sprout. No problems, no issues. And now the last of the half, where Heroic are at least going to have money to buy.
Yeah, Sprout have really turned this one around. It was looking dire at one moment there, but they've stabilized. They've come alive here. And potentially, the pressure of this situation for Heroic could be creeping in. Knowing that they're, 10 rounds away from qualifying for the finals. Nobody thought that these guys would be leading the way coming into this group, considering they were matched up with Vitality.
And NIP, potential finalists.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
Expected it.
NIP right now watching and hoping that Sprout are able to take this one, as Searson yet again finds another opening. I'm a bloody broken record right now. Esatag with the trade, but Searson stays forward.
Ooh.
Flushed off the line this time round. We'll be able to dribble a smoke down, and Bo up in between the fence. He's going to get one, traded out. We find ourselves in another mid-round 3v3. Look at this continued aggression. This is absolutely insane.
No fear. And he's going to cut off the bomb. Esatag, did he spot him?
What?
No. Cadian hasn't turned around. And now the bomb coming out late. Searson's on the side, and he's looking the wrong way, but he does drop one and spots the bomb before he gets killed. That's info, at least. Knowing that Heroic wanted to take A, and Dennis, as a result, is going to get aggressive on B. Now, this plan could still change for Heroic, and it looks like it will, with Esatag holding the flank, but Stown with a crucial fight on the A site to take back the advantage. Volleying the truck with that smoke in his face, but he's wrapped round for bank. Now, Esatag is still going down towards B. Stown just trying to sell this fake and might join him late down the connector if he doesn't get this frag.
He's doing a good job right now. Dennis has got his skates on. He's heading back over towards that A bomb site. He's done enough. Esatag has a free passage on towards B. A smoke and a Molotov to follow. The smoke will drop to allow the plant. The Molotov over towards CT spawn to guarantee it. And now this one starts to look good for Heroic. Dennis is on the scene, but nothing to be seen.
They have a molly. Kits as well. Bomb's already pretty ticked, and Stown's got the drop on that first frag. Dennis going to walk right into the Scope Creek. These guns are lethal in those post-plants. Spitty, 1-on-2, found the first. Surely doesn't expect the same position from the next player. He's watching his backline, he's watching his flank, and he will get shot in the back of the head. Esatag to close the round and the half. 7 on the T side here for Heroic.
Fantastic stuff coming out from Searson on the CT side at AWP. We knew it was coming. And Keto there on the rifle in the bathrooms as well. So the closest way we could possibly end that first half here, Hugo. Let's head to a break. We'll finish it off when we come back.
split right down the middle, well, at least as 15 rounds can be. 8-7 to Sprout at the halftime. They will take the lead after their CT side of Overpass. This is the final map of the series, and Heroic, a great T side, 7 rounds to their name, now going to be swapping over. They've had great T sides all week long, though, and will the CT side let them down like it has been doing on so many maps? Dust 2 notably. That's the map Sprout just picked up prior in this best of 3. Well, now we head into the last half of the game, Chad, and Heroic, this is it, do or die, top or bottom.
Well, right now they're going to be having 4 players over towards the B site, and that's exactly where Sprout want to go. Quickly through Monster, they barrel as sandbag boost will quickly be dismantled, and so will Keto's head as Aztag grabs a jumping kill. Cadian getting 2 to his own, and right now, Sprout, they've been stopped in their tracks. Well, no one likes the train and Overpass, but that's a quick one.
Yeah, that is a quick one.
Blink, can you miss it? 1
death, and the double short push never ascertained by the likes of those T's entering the site. They didn't even look towards it. Cadian gets 2 from the sidelines.
I have a very important stat that I want to drop from the first half of this game. Sirison went 7 and 2 in opening duels. So that's 7 successful opening duels and 2 where he died. Now, out of that, they converted 5 of those rounds. So that's fantastic impact from the AWP player right there, as we will be seeing the full eco come out from Sprout. Not investing in a single thing. No flashes, no P250s, nothing to even get remotely excited about. Whereas on the other side of things, Cadian, he's got himself an AUG, Bow Up and Snappy managed to get themselves some M4s and a couple of MP9s. So a nice little mixed bag right now. Do
you feel like the AUG is in a good place right now?
I think they should have done with the AUG what I want them to do with the Krieg.
Delete it?
No. Just have adjusted the price, so it was at a price point where it couldn't be bought within like the first gun rounds. It's something that you had to build into as you're starting to build the bank. I think that the nerf is potentially a little bit too harsh. I don't like how much it's dropped off. I think, you know, finding a bit of a 70-30 balance as a guy is going to make his bank balance sing. 2 big kills there with the MP9. We'll grab a 3rd, and that's just going to leave the final man of Spitty heading over towards the B-bomb site on his lonesome.
Yeah, and he's going to be living for far too long because there's no one here unless Stound stays around. Ooh, going back towards B at least. Spitty should just go and do the honorable thing. But no matter where he goes, Stound's running further away. So no kill. And
that's not the, like, if you were going to take the duel at any point, that's not the one.
Yeah, if you're seeing you running away, just try and get a flank on, maybe get a knife on that A site later.
Unless he was just trying to die like what you're saying, and then, yeah, okay. Just shoot.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Just could have started running earlier at that point.
So right now, if I'm going to recall what I watched in some of the demos of this Heroic roster on their CT side, I would be expecting Cadian to solo A and 4 players to lean B from Heroic to lock down a potential B rush. Oh, wow, look at that.
You're so smart.
Wow, guys, it's like I do my job. So yeah, this is the way that they've been approaching the bonus rounds in some of the games that I've been watching of Heroic recently. And Cadian's going to have a lot of weight on his shoulders here. He's going to use a Molotov to delay the push, but through they go and barreling towards long. Sirison leading the way here with that SG. There's going to be a 3-man creep as Dennis watches the B push. And Spitty brings up the rear.
Well, if you can gain that info, so can Sprout. It seems like they've got a bit of a read as to this setup, right? They've got up long with absolutely no contest from Heroic, no info either for Cadian. He doesn't know that this bomb is so deep. And with silence towards the B-bomb site, Heroic going to reconsider this setup. Cadian's about to get the ugly information that he's getting rushed, but he jiggles long and doesn't spot a single player. Oh, he's getting very unlucky here. They are already danger close. He needs to have his gun out. Teammate throwing a smoke towards B, and Cadian jumping on the site, smoke in hand. This is it. They're going to find him. Free kill for Keto. Cadian none the wiser, and S-Tag has to spray. Only good for 1. Snappy with a trade, and a 3-on-3 on the site here for Heroic. Still calling for those rotates. The bomb is stuck out long. That nade is good, but Snappy is going to go down. The Molotov forces him into the open, and that plant could be coming through for Sprout.
Now look, it's the 2 MP9s in play right here, but that's not really a big issue as Faven and Sirison, they're in really low HP positions, and Stound, he's going to push forward. He will find that AUG. They have defuse kits, but they're not going to check the plant spot. The information will be given up here, and I think Stound, maybe he might just want to hold on to this one if he can get out of dodge. He's going to isolate Sirison. He will do so. Smoking the bomb. This is going to draw the other 2 out like moths to a flame. The tap comes in. He almost gets the kill on Dennis there. Down to 14 HP. This is looking critical, but now time. It's the issue, and through the smoke, Faven will find him. And, well, Sprout, Maybe you're right. Maybe they did watch the demos. Maybe they did make a bit of a read there to go for that educated guess.
Yeah, Sprout have had some great reads. They've had, they've been able to take maps away from really solid teams in this group. Again, not picking up a series, but always being in these matches, very rarely getting swept.
They have kept it very competitive throughout.
Heroic going to buy, though. Orb coming up for Cadian. But still some losses here for Heroic. They haven't got a kit. Utility's pretty diminishing as well. So Sprout still with a bit of an advantage coming into this round. The AWP, however, could change everything. Yeah,
I was going to say, will they be expecting the AWP to come out right here? The flash comes over. They will keep him at bay, but he didn't make a shot. So do they know that he has the big green in hand?
I'd imagine playing that position gives it away somewhat. They saw him fall off the top, right? Like, you're not going to play there with an AUG.
Yeah, so potentially that or a scout. And Dennis and Borup are both getting relatively inquisitive. One over towards Sewer, one pushing through Monster. And this is going to give Dennis a chance to go for a bit of a aim map here. That smoke that we saw plague Heroic in the first half will drop, and that'll force Sprout to second guess their decision. And there looks like they want to congregate back over towards A. With a minute left on the clock, the decision doesn't have to be made just yet. However, little do they know, Stown and Borup have control of that Sewer position. So if it is a fake towards A and they want to rotate back late, that will be extremely troublesome.
In the toilet as well, Faven doesn't see S-Tag because of the smoke. That's going to fade soon, though, and he's going to be open season. Cadian getting very aggressive. He cannot back off from this position. He has to nail the shot first time around. S-Tag getting one. There's the missed shot from Cadian, and he is dead immediately. Trade in for Spiddy, and Searson getting flashed up on the site. Snappy's so blind, he can't see a thing. S-Tag still in the toilets, but he's sat down low, and they know it as well. Bombs come up from B. He saved his teammate. Now the CT's in control of toilets, but they lost the site. It's a good trade for Heroic. Damage done, and Stown getting spammed, turning out not to be the best trade after all.
Yeah, it kind of roles reversed there, right? So the CTs were meant to be defending the bomb site, and then it looked like they were the ones who were having to execute on it. So Sprout did a great job there of staying cool under pressure, and that kill by Searson means that we will see a save. 2 AK-47s, one for Borup, one for S-Tag will be saved. Stown has $50 in the bank. Snappy with 0. Resembles mine. Cadian with 50. And then on the other side of things, well, they're going to be fine. They're going to win the round. They can drop guns across. But the question becomes for Heroic on the CT side. This is where it gets dangerous. You have 2 AKs. Do you invest with the other players with the little money that they have and try and get a gun round on the board or a scrappy buy at best? Or do you just set those AKs up, do as much damage as you can, and then save for a gun round of your own later down the track?
Heroic have been so keen on forcing in pretty much every given situation that allows it. 2 AKs, that seems like enough of a justification for this roster right now. But actually, no, taking a safer call. And with 3 players on 2K, it makes sense. Yeah, that'd be an overinvestment. They can buy full next round.
On the CT side of this map, you want to get the AWPs up. You want to make sure you have that utility to negate any rushes early. Once again, Sprout are just going to be spreading out into their default. Dennis and Spitty, the duo with the double nades, and it's going to land.
Oh, chunky.
Stown gets taken down on the bottom there, and just to note, he didn't have any armor. So for him, a little bit more damage.
Yeah, Borup gets away with that AK, but honestly, at this rate, give it over to someone without armor. More chance of them hitting the RNG aim punch shot than Borup, who is a bullet away from death.
I like this here at the B bomb site, what Spitty and Dennis are doing. So with that Molotov towards barrels, if it doesn't actually bait anything out, he creeps through, and he has a lot of information at this point. And you can see what that does. That's the signal. He's the canary in the coal mine. He's letting everybody know, hey, B's clear. Come back over. We can use your Molotovs, your smokes to isolate the further positions and get onto the site for a bit of a free plant.
He almost did that in the round prior. He walked all the way through Monster and just didn't commit. Spitty setting him up as well. But this time for Sprout, they pull it out of the pocket and it has devastating consequences. That will be the round. Pretty much guaranteed. There's no way these AKs are going to retake.
Now, here's the difference between a team like Sprout and maybe, a team like Astralis, right? Right now, considering the circumstances, if I was Sprout, I'd already be fanning out before the bomb had been planted to take these AKs away, right? We know that their money situation is not great, but if you can make sure that they can't hold those AKs into the next and they're not going to have that utility that I was talking about, you can do it safely, because you had so much time, you could have been fanning out across the entire map, but it looks like they just want to hold on to their weaponry, don't want to give anything more away, happy to allow them to hold on to these guns. And sometimes that's a sign that, you're comfortable with the way your T-side's going to run. You're happy with your strats.
Yeah, it's working out so far. 11-9 for Sprout, up on this T side with 5 alive. And saving AKs or not, Sprout are not worried. One thing moving forward that Heroic definitely need to get on top of, especially with that AWP, is this long position. Multiple times have Sprout crept up a close wall on long and just executed before the CTs even realized they were deep. Remember that one round with Cadian spotting, and he's only checking for, you know, the flower beds. He's only checking for the wide peaks, an AWP hold, for example. But meanwhile, I mean, Sprout are just walking up close wall. They've done that twice and caught out both Snappy and Cadian. Can't afford to keep happening on this A-bomb site. But Sprout, they don't want the A-bomb site, Chad. They're going down below.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a fast B right here, and that's Bo up close short behind the Molotov. He's going to have to deliver right now. It clears, and here they come. Dennis will be the first one offering himself up, and now the remainder of the nades will follow. Spitty pushing through Monster. That smoke dropped may actually put a halt to this. They don't have to commit. Sprout can take their time. Even though this was the call from Spawn, it doesn't have to go down like this, and they have reconsidered how they want to approach it. Keto now setting up the boost with Faven, and this means that, well, Stound's position is going to be compromised, but he's ready for it.
Oh, no, he's not. He just looked away. That smoke eluding him, and Faven gets the kill. 4 HP gets dinked. That is a heartbreaker for Stound.
It's forced the rotation from A, though. You can see right now that Cadian, he's on the scene, as well as Snappy. So this is all 4 members from each side. Make that 8. Quick maths. Going to end here on this B bomb site. Flashes to come through, and oh no, maybe they'll just do it dry.
Keto setting them up. This smoke coming down for Heroic from heaven. They love it, but it's going to fade, and Sprout can take advantage of that, creeping through, playing that A-map style like you said, Chad. Spitty's already up on the site, though. He can just dive on into the pit. There's a close player. Borup giving away his position, and Spitty gets 2. Borup looking the wrong way. S-Tag coming in from above to try and save the day, but he is no angel as he falls in heaven. It's just Cadian left up, 1 on 4, and he is saving.
Right now, Heroic have the playoffs slipping right out of their hands. If they thought they were coming in today with an easy task taking on Sprout, they're getting a different message right here, because every round they lose puts them 1 step closer to relegation. This is the brutal mistress of the group stage here at ESL Pro League for Group B. We found ourselves in a scenario where Heroic, they win this, everything's great, honky-dory. You're smiling all the way to Wildenser at the end of the year, but you lose. You're in last place, head-to-head. You'll be tied with Sprout, and they're going to go through. Yeah, and that's not the place Heroic looked that they needed to be. They were so competitive against the likes of Vitality. They beat NIP. They've been looking hot to trot. Throwing out some fantastic Counter-Strike, but here, right now, Sprout, they're making this look quite easy. They're staying calm. Their mid-rounds are looking better than what we've seen on other maps. The Germans, they're coming.
And they're taking no prisoners, Chad. 12-9. 1 saved gun. That's the only escapee from the previous round. 4 pistols with the nade stack as well. That's down towards Monster again. Even got the boost up from Cadian. Good position, but at this rate, it's not like Sprout are going for any miscellaneous B rushes. They are taking this nice and slow. Barrels Molly again. And the thing is, with this setup from Heroic, this time they don't have a spot down towards Monster. They've got Cadian up and above, but that usually you'd have a barrels player to call for those nades. Cadian, I mean, depending on the speed that Sprout go in through Monster, hypothetically, right? Cadian only gets the info once those Ts are already out.
I don't mind this, however. That means that they might not use their nades super early. That barrel player could potentially be baited into just Dennis coming through on his own. Here, maybe they'll be a little bit more committed, and he will have a higher vantage point.
And to be fair, Barrels has been mollied every single round from Sprout multiple times. There's that info. The nades are going to come. Oh, only 1, but that'll do. That's a kill. That's a gun drop. Sprout going to start to elevate. They see multiple nades on that B site, and they know they can beat these rotations.
Oh, wow. Stound pushing forward into the toilets here is going to be very important as the remainder of the CTs rotate over here and try and lock this down. Another boost from Katie, and Nade's going to come in. He's going to see over this. Dodging the flashes. He needs to step up at the right time, and here it comes through long. He's going to find 1. This is a huge round from Katie, and Sirison, he's going to take down Faven. Not like this. The Molotov from the grave. We're going to find ourselves on a 4-on-2. Make that a 4-on-1 as that was down from the bathrooms. He grabs 1. Dennis with it all to do right now. He's found 2. 16 seconds left. He continues to fight forward as Snappy and Katie, and both stuck behind the truck. A Molotov to flush 1, but Snappy's continuing to move, and Dennis has been absolutely massive. Spitty, Faven, they're loving it. The high fives, the boys.
I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it, Chad. Where has that come from? And that was a pitch-perfect round from Heroic. I love the call to play that boost from Cadian on B, knowing that once you throw those nade stacks, Sprout are going to go A. They're going to rush long. And so the rotation is so quick, you cannot blame Searson for that team kill either.
Oh.
The worst part is he doesn't even take down Cadian behind it.
They did it so right, and it all went so wrong.
Oh,
13-9. This is dire straits right now. This is problematic for Heroic.
That was the round.
That was their key back into this. This pause is hugely important right here. Coach Mike goes up. He said what he's had to say. Contemplation on Snappy's face. They've been the better team. They've been one of the best looking teams all round here in Group B, and could be the end. Could be the demise of Heroic in Pro League for Season 10. They will be able to get the gun round on the board because that was just a save round. They're double AWPing, Esatag and Cadian wielding one each, and both of which are over towards A.
Oh, that's a pick. That's a start. Heroic needed the man advantage in this round. They need everything they can get. Couldn't even close out that 4-on-1 on the A site, and that has not paid off well for them. Keto walking right by that smoke. Sprout still have their AWP. They lost Spitty at the start of the round, so Searson can still try and take down Cadian within the A site, but easier said than done. Smoke to the toilets gives him more room to work with to fight short. Is there a gap, though? Because Faven's looking for one. Cadian waiting for a timing. Faven just holding for a potential flashbang.
This is going to be hard to defend. The two ops on the side, this is going to be super difficult to defend, especially when all the nades and flashes come in. Look at this. Through the smoke, they appear. Magicians. Keto's going to take down Cadian. Now Esatag has to go huge. He's going to grab one, but he's isolated. He needs to live. He needs to hope that he can survive right now.
Yeah, Molly's going to cut him off. That will prolong his life expectancy. Dennis can't get the trade as he tries to peek through it. Flashes over the top and a flank in as well. This is a round that Heroic cannot afford to lose. They've got everything behind it. Borup on the wrap. He's hearing Searson close by with the AWP. Faven getting aggressive only for one. Searson can't catch the rotate, and it's Heroic getting the retake done. 10 rounds.
Yes, and it was the double AWPs. It was the initial pick from Cadian there, and Esatag being a little bit of a menace in the middle, making it a rough time for Sprout, but just waiting for that smoke to clear. That's such a brave play to make. Peering out the other side, they will have scavenged both AWPs once more, and well, if they want to run with that again, they are going to have a lot of early info, right? We have seen these plays from Sprout that you're alluding to before where they kind of just take territory and pack roll together. It's not going to be as easy to do against two orbs, one posted up towards bathrooms and one towards long, but they even have the option right now if they get a good spawn, maybe they could go for a connector aggression. Maybe they could even head that AWP down towards Monster to take a pick. But the only player here who has taken an admission will be Dennis, and it's a Mac 10. That tells me this is going to be a fast round, Hugo.
Yeah, they got the money, but they still chose to go for the lower gun. Speed is a priority for Sprout again, but these mollies are down for Heroic. Oh, warbang coming through. Dennis getting close, and he's just going to commit. Flashes in here for Sprout, you would assume, but there's nothing. He's going in dry, finally making a move. They don't expect it. Their nades are in their hands, and Dennis goes 1-for-1. Faven getting in as well. Borup has been dropped, and it's just Stavin in the pit alone. The smoke is down. Cadian can't assist his teammates. Stav's got to hold strong. Great kill, but he turns around immediately, and the trade is imminent. Sprout with the advantage here, and the bomb is down. It's double AWPs for the retake. It's double AWPs for the save.
Yeah, they should save in this situation, but they're going to give away 14. The money looking good for the two AWP players, but not great for the remainder of the Heroic boys as Esatag peering down. The pit is clear, and they will opt to go for the save right here. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Or as they say in Sprout, Junge, Junge, Junge.
I like how you know that.
Ja, mein Deutsch ist wunderbar, ja?
Even I know what that is. It's close enough to English.
Yeah, well, what can I give you? I've really forgotten. I haven't been there in about a year, so.
Do you miss it?
I miss my friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure they miss you too, Chad. But 14-10, Sprout holding the lead by the skin of their teeth. Well, I say that. It's been a dominant T-side all way long. Heroic, only 3 rounds to their name in the second half. They've got to be feeling pretty stuck. Like you said, those finals slipping away from them. Home crowd as well, home territory they're trying to get to, but they might be sent to the dumpsters instead. 2 rounds is all the Germans need to lock in this map and lock in this best-of-3 series. Can't afford to let their foot off the gas now, though.
Now it just feels like both teams are playing for survival.
Yeah.
Even though Heroic with the victory, I'll say it again, they can be on that road to Odense. Right now, it just feels they're fighting their way away from relegation. Those saved AWPs, they have to come in handy right here. Cadian peering forward once again. We flashed off the line. Has to drop on back the 3 rifles over towards that B bomb site. Very, very curious decision to play both AWPs over towards A. Borup once again taking control of the sewer position. This information will allow his team to sleep a little bit easier. And it's also in those late rounds. So if Sprout do really slow this one right down and they want to go for an A fake, going late back towards B, clearing out a position like that is not easy whatsoever. Run boost across. We've seen quite a few of those from Sprout throughout. And a missed shot from Esatag will be punished by Keto. It's a 5v4, and Sprout now barrel forward. They start to accelerate. All 5 members congregated over towards the toilets.
And even though Heroic have aggression, they have control down towards B water. Stown's still on this B bomb site. He might want to reconsider that and just take a gamble at this point. 5-on-4 with everything to play for. Borup is on the flank, and Stown's going to desert this B bomb site. It will be a full setup for Heroic, but the Molotovs are good. It's going to force a player out of position, and Dennis gets that entry onto Snappy. Traded by Cadian down in the toilets, and no one looking at it. Favin just gets sidelined, shot in the back as Spitty hides in the smoke. 25 seconds. This bomb needs to go down, but there's a player towards CT, and Searson's locked in. Spitty coming on the wrap. He's got Cadian. There's another man, and Borup's there with the trade. Searson can't plant. He needs a kill on one of these sides of the site, but he doesn't know where both players are. Surely not. The Shadow gives it away. 10 seconds. He needs to force a fight. He needs to force a plant, but he misses a shot. No follow-up, and Stan saves the day for Heroic. Nice boxed-in play from the CTs, not giving away a pick when the time gets low, and that will be Heroic surviving yet another day.
And based on Cadian's reaction right there, I would say both AWPs have been picked up once again. I believe he just said nice.
Yeah.
So they're keeping themselves in this one right here. This has been absolutely instrumental for Cadian on this A defense. All right, well, Sprout have bought themselves another gun round, but this might be the last for a while, as now we appear to be heading back towards B. This time not with the same speed. They're not going to put out the Molotovs. They're not going to give away the tells, and Esatag shot goes missing. Straight through Monster they come. This is what they've been doing before, and Esatag up close and personal. He grabs one, traded by Borup. Keto's gone down. This has slowed the push. This has slowed the aggression, but they're committed. They can't back off. Stown behind the pole. Borup. Oh, he's going to be caught by Dennis. So now in a 3-on-3, that nade is going to absolutely chunk down Searson's HP, and they're waiting for any picks or pushes that they can. Will a mistake come in? Will a swing from Heroic lead to their demise?
They don't have a molly. Snappy's back on the barrels. His position is so good when there's no utility to cancel it out. And Spitty, the one man with health out in the pit, has gone down as well. The AWP even dropped. Heroic have saved the day once again, unless Dennis has another clutch in him. He doesn't. The smoke fades to the favor of Snappy below it, and Heroic find 12. They will just not give up. They will not let in. May have conceded enough rounds to get Sprout to 14, but they will not let them grab that lucky number 15, that overtime guarantee. They want it here and now, and they might just get it. 4 rounds separate Heroic from a victory here on Overpass. And one of those rounds is about to be gifted to them on a silver platter. Eco from Sprout, full pistols, no utility, nothing to take into this. Just going to try and play it fast as a flock. This could work. This could get them a plant. There's only one man on the site.
Oh dear. Cadian could even get overrun here. Cole's going to come out. Nade's going to drop. They still have overwhelmed the bomb site. No damage from that grenade landing on the truck there, but with that plant, they should be mopped up. This isn't anything really to worry about right now.
I hate to see that. 1 HP.
It's the Glock, you know. We don't expect it to deliver in these kind of scenarios whatsoever, but we're at the crunch time of this game right now. So if I'm Sprout, what's worked? Plaguing that B bomb site? You know, really being a nuisance over towards there? Cadian, he's got some stuff to say.
He has been animated today.
The importance of this game really starting to show through as we get some Ghostbusters music. This is the question, right? So if Spitty just wants to call another fast B play, they still have a round advantage. The max loss bonus has obviously crept on in at this point of the game. They could run B plays later. You know, they could be doing it with the Mac 10s. They can be doing it with the CZs. It's not really too much of a qualm what they're running that with because it's normally about the pace. The AKs don't necessarily need to be in play for that scenario. What else have we seen? The 3 players quick to long, but now that the 2 orbs are up, that doesn't really become so much of a possibility. They need to hope for a pick, and Searson, well, he was very effective in that first half with opening kills. Maybe he needs to do it again now.
Double or back for Heroic. This has been a saving grace from time to time. Searson can't cross towards the playground. That molly cuts him off. Smoke on it. Thrown out by Keto. Let Searson scope up on long, but no aggression here, no players here. Heroic have a triple B setup at the start, rotating a 4th down and taking that short control as well. Borup has gotten into this position so many times.
And he's done it without the aid of a smoke. No need for a Molotov there, so there's no tell that he's getting to this position. The only way that they could possibly be aware is if they take that swing. And now this is Dennis. Well, he's creeping in without the Molotov towards barrel this time. He's just going to stay in a forward position. Once again, the run boost towards long. There'll be no one home for Searson to take the duel with.
Stown saw the shadow. He knows he's there.
It's kind of bad information in a way because Dennis, he's on his own towards this B bomb site. That smoke is going to make him think better of this. He's going to drop all the way back. And Heroic, well, they already have 3 members on this A bomb site. This might be one of the scenarios where we see the fake back to the B play, and Borup could be instrumental. I've been harping on it about it all this half. Maybe it'll eventually come to fruition.
I don't think so. Dennis has come and joined them. He's left B completely. Sprout have lost all control down towards the lower site, and with 30 seconds, they've got to commit. S-Tag's getting aggressive. He's going to be able to find a kill, but he's running, and he's turned around. Spitty getting him in the toilet. Another follow-up potentially. Snappy is low, locked into the corner. He cannot move. 20 seconds, and Searson needs to find him. Cadian still getting damaged. Borup's rotated up from B, and he's been found immediately. That bomb yet to get planted. Cadian hiding behind the smoke. Plant now in for Sprout. Advantage still being held rather. Orbs up on the retake, and Cadian's already gone from the picture. Stown's going to get shot from the side as he backs up into long, you think, but he gets the kill. It's actually Searson doubling back. It's given Stown the room to move inside of the site. He's got a kit, and he's got a one-on-one, tapping the bomb, going back for more, trying to move in. The knife is out. He's getting crazy with it, gets the kill, and now it's the wrap from Searson. Was once long, now back to toilet. Stown is 1 step ahead. The flash is in. It could be good. It's a timing shot that doesn't connect, and Stown is running out of opportunities. A tap again. Searson's not falling for it. Stown's got the kill. It's their time. Oh! What a touch.
A 1v3
with the AWP.
Searson had balls of steel. He didn't overpeak. He waited. He waited. He waited. And still Stown, he stayed stoic. Look at this play. What can you say about this one? Absolutely insane scenes here. 14-14, round 29. Pro League always delivering.
All the rounds and more, Chad. Overtime even up for the question here as we get into round number 29. Heroic have pulled this back from the clutches of defeat, but their job has only just started.
Oh, this is a contact A play right here. With the utility left, they don't have too much to work with, Hugo. Only that one smoke, a couple of flashbangs. I think this is going to be quick. This is going to be a pounce, and there's a massive gap right now. There's no one over towards the toilets. A minute 20 seconds left on the clock. That smoke will land. Will they wait it out, or will they push through?
Oh, Spitty setting up a flash. They've done this before. They wait till it fades, and then they push as it does. But screw it. Why not just go ahead of the curve? Cadian spotting it, realizing there's a lot of players now. He hears the footsteps, but missed shot. And now the Krieg does get the trade, rather. S-Tag coming in with 1. Keto's down to 5 HP from the nades, and that molly might be a problem for Dennis as he gets the plant. He's going to die in. It's down, spamming the smoke, and Heroic back in the advantage for this retake.
Kits are in play, and there are 2 smoke grenades left, so this post-plant could get interesting, but Faven pushed forward, 11 kills to his name. He hasn't done a lot in this game thus far. This could be his time to step on up. 2 players peering from bank. He's not going to get anything done. They swing. Snappy takes him, and now the pressure on Spitty. And Keto on 5 points of health. Head down, tail tucked through the smoky spams, and that's going to be it. 15 on the board for Heroic now. 1 round away from making the playoffs.
What on earth is this? Sprout had it. You were talking about Heroic letting this one slip, and It certainly did seem that way with Sprout holding on to 14 forever, but they've gone dormant as soon as Heroic started to get back rounds on this CT side. The retakes have been relentless. Look at that scoreboard. 5 in a row here for the Danes. 14-10 to a 15-14. Can they find the final round? It's back to another buy for Sprout. No AWP. Limited utility. Back to AKs. Cadian falling off after the first shot as well. He's gone for this quad B setup. Heroic expecting a faster approach from Sprout, as you would expect, but it's only going towards long. No one down on B, and Heroic know it. They've got the info. This rotate needs to come up right here, right now. Snappy on the move.
Wow, they do have all the info peering all the way through as Essa tag. Backyard is clear, and that's going to give a chance to Cadian here to take a shot. Will take down Keto as the first pillar falls. Going for the repick behind the Molotov. He's going to find more. That's almost a double. The nade. It's coming through. It's deep. It's not going to find the kill, but it's still falling apart for Sprout here. They've teamed onto the side, but Snappy, the in-game leader, up close and personal, and that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Heroic. They've done it, and you can see what it means. Cadian, the comeback. The Danes are loving it, and they'll be heading home for the finals.
What a series. What a map as well. 2 stomps back-to-back on their team's map picks, and then we go to a 16-40 on an Overpass. No better way to close out the best of 3, and that's it. NIP, well, they lost their top spot. They could have had it if Sprout won that game. Sprout were only fighting to keep Heroic out of Odense, and now they're going to be getting a first-class ticket to their home, well, home country at least, to compete at the Pro League Finals Season 10 later on this year. What a game. We have had some unbelievable matches here today, Chad, and we still have more Counter-Strike to come. Plenty more weeks. 2 more groups after Pro League as Group B is rounded up, but we have the desk up next. You're going to be moving over to join James in just a moment. Join us after the break for the full breakdown of that best of 3.